Yo, what up guys, it's my Grtuip. Come to another one of these episodes. I haven't done this in a while, but as you guys see, it's going to be a formation domination episode. If you guys don't know, or you guys aren't to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you guys can help my channel grow by clicking the subscribe button and liking the video. But this series called Formation Domination is basically just reviewing every single formation in the game. So as you guys see, today's episode is going to be, I think, the 12th. I think it's the 12th episode. I'm not too sure, but it is going to be on the second 4-2-3-1, which this one has the left mids and the right mids, not the cams. So this is the squad we are going to be playing with. So obviously this formation is probably not the best, or I don't really know that much people on. It's not a really overpowered or meta formation that a lot of people are using. A lot of people rather use the ones with the cams than the ones with the left mid and right mid. But obviously this one today is gonna be the left mid and right mid. If you guys haven't seen the 4-2-3-1 regular, the one that's my personally the best formation in the game, you could go check that video out. It's also in my channel. But the tactics we are going to be putting in this formation is going to be balanced on offensive and defensive. But defensive, we're going to be with 6 width and 3 depth. And for the offensive, we're going to have 7 width. And then these 3 players in the box, corners, and free kicks are pretty much irrelevant. I'd rather have a little bit of players going up, because players in the box, in terms of like heading, corners as well, heading, free kicks, especially like corners and players in the box, I don't really like having players up there, because if you put a lot of players to go up there, it's almost literally impossible to score a header. Only if you have like Team of the Year Ronaldo, then probably. But besides that, it's really hard to score a header. So I'd rather not have that much players in there, because I don't want to get hit in the counter attack. The same thing with free kicks. I'd rather just kick the ball than just center. So that's why I have it like that, but balanced. The reason why I don't have like long balls or fast build up or possession, just to have all of that in this formation. So like long balls, I don't really play long balls, but like fast build up and possession, that's how I play. So I'll rather have like a mixture of all 3 than just have like one. So that's why I have it like that. But as I said, it's gonna be the 4-2-3-1. How I am gonna be playing it be Atal, or those are my 4 defenders, Bakayoko my right CDM, Kimmich my left center mid, my left mid is gonna be Ryan Giggs, my right mid is gonna be Kalu, my cams gonna be Stoichkov, and my strikers gonna be Cordoba. My instructions are gonna be balanced on my wing backs. My 2 CDMs are gonna be cut passing lanes, stay back with attacking and cover center. And I've never tried this formation now, so I want to make it as similar as possible to the regular one, which is the one with the cams. That's why I have this one as getting behind. I don't want him to stay forward. I don't want him to come back on defense. I want him to stay balanced, but also in the attack, I want him to get in behind. Same thing with Ryan Giggs. With my cam, I want him to stay forward. And the only reason why I want him to stay forward, I don't want, obviously I don't want to get hit in the counter attack, so I needed someone in place of that. And that's why I have my strikers always as come back on defense, because I want my cam to always be up there. Because if I have my cam just balanced, he's gonna be going up, he's gonna be going down, and when I'm ready to go on a counter attack, maybe he might be too back for us to create a play. So that's why I want him to stay forward, so him to stay in that natural position in the forward. And the striker come back on defense, that's basically him coming and support the cam, so he comes like a secondary cam, I guess. That's how I see it. And roles doesn't really matter, but yeah, this is how we are going to be playing this formation. And as I said before, if you guys are on the channel, click that subscribe button and like the video. But for you guys won't miss out any of the content, click the notification bell. And just because we don't really have, I don't think we have a Bundesliga player, just because we don't have a Bundesliga player, we're most likely just gonna play 3 games, because we have this guy, which he's gonna end in 3 games. So we're probably gonna play 3 or 4 games. We might, if like somebody backs out or something, we'll probably just buy a regular Bundesliga player. So that's gonna be it. So yeah, we're gonna go play 3 or maybe 4 matches, because I think playing more than 5 matches, I think 3 or 4 matches is good enough to see if the formation is gonna be good or not. And obviously the pros and its cons, and also if it is gonna be FUTCHAMPS, like a FUTCHAMPS worthy squad, because, or formation, I mean, because if it's not, then obviously I'm going to be telling you guys to not go for it. But I think it is going to be really good, because there's no way it's only changing two cams to a left mid and right mid, so I don't think it should change that much. And obviously, me personally, I think the 4-2-3-1 is the best formation in the game. So yeah, I'm gonna go into division rivals because obviously right now it's Friday, but I didn't redeem to get into FUT Champions, so I'm gonna be playing in division rivals. Hopefully, we can find some matches. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go play some division rivals. So I'll be right back and tell you guys its pros and its cons if it is gonna be FUTCHAMPS worthy. So I'll be right back with the gameplay. Alright guys, I'm back. So I ended up playing 4 games, bro. We didn't even finish none of them. We got 4 rage quits, bro. And the first thing I'm gonna tell you guys about this formation, bro, defensively, me personally, I think the best formation like all around is a 4-2-3-1. And obviously this is a second variation, so it should be similar but a little bit different, and that's exactly what it is. I think defensively, bro, is probably the best formation I've tried out. Like, I think I only considered 2 games out of the 4 that we played. Yeah, and I think, yeah, for sure it's probably the best defensive. And then because I had it in balance and stuff like that, what this formation does, or the tactics that I use, it basically makes your team more, how can I say, so it's a 4-2-3-1, and that's how it would be. Structurally, it'll be like that. Structurally, that's what I meant to say. So structurally, with the tactics I have, structurally, it's always going to look like the formation, like the 4-2-3-1, how it is. And this formation, how it is, bro, I think the left mid and right mid, for my liking, are too wide, bro. Like, you go see through, like, every single play, in terms of, like, in the 4-2-3-1 regular with the cams, your right cam and left cam just normally get into the positions that you want. Whereas this one, the left mid and right mid, they're just too wide, bro. I think they're too wide that it's really hard for your left back and right back to even get into the play, because your left mid and right mid are there. And then not only that, your left mid and right mid, for them to be in the right position, you have to L1 pass, or you have to switch. You have to pass the ball to him and put him exactly where you want to be, because if not, he's just gonna be way too wide. As you guys will see, this was the first wage trip we got. How much? I think we were 1-1, right? Or were we winning? I'm not too sure, but we as I said, we did get 4 rage quits, which was pretty bad, bro, because we didn't even get to finish no games. And also it was pretty hard to find games because obviously everybody right now is playing FUT Champions. But we were coming up against pretty decent opponents. But yeah, I think this formation is pretty weird because it's super solid in the back, bro. Like, it's probably one of the most solid formations that we had, or that I've tried out. But yeah, I think in terms of the left mids and right mids, I think they're wasted going forward. I think you will see, yeah, you'll be like, bro, like some plays your Ryan Giggs and stuff are actually getting to play. Yeah, bro, but I think they're way too wide for my liking. I think for left cam and right cam is perfect width, because they're not too narrow, but they're not too wide. So your left back and right backs could get in behind, and your left back or your left cams and right cams could still get in behind as well. Whereas right here, they both clash into each other. And not only that, when your left back goes up, your left mid either stays back or he goes into like CDM, and that's not what you want. You want your forwards to stay forward. And yeah, I think as you guys will see, bro, when I want my left mids to go up, I have to press L1, and I have them as getting behind it in the tactics, which is kind of weird for them to put in left to do a triangle pass for them to go up to make a run. Not only that, when they do make a run, I think they're way too wide. I think they're just wasted. I think that's one thing about the left mids and right mids too, because they are left mids and right mids. That's what makes the formation so solid in the back. But going forward, it's just a liability, because you guys will see in every single goal that we score, it's only my cam and striker, and I think they're just up there like dry, bro. It's literally only my cam and striker that are just dry. My left mids and right mids are too wide, they're too back. Even that I do have them as getting behind, they're just too back, bro. And I'm not gonna put to stay forward, because obviously I want them to come back as well. And I have them in balance. They're both, I think, medium, so they should be able to go up and down, but they're just too behind for my liking, too wide for my liking as well. And yeah, I think the left mids, I think going forward, I think this formation is kind of dry, bro, honestly, because your striker and cam are literally the only two people who are just going up and can actually interlock, because your left mids and right mids are too wide to do like an L1 pass. It'll just take forever. And then also crossing this here is just absolutely dead. So that's why that I think of heading was overpowered. Obviously this formation I think will be the one to go for, but just because it's not, it's really hard for you to left mids and right mids to be like good in this formation. Like you will see, I'll do a L1 pass and look how wide my Ryan Giggs went, and that's just not what you want. You want them to get in behind, you want them to cut inside, and that's just not what happens with this. But this was the second and last goal that we conceded with this formation. Kante, bro, just look at that goal, bro. Kante, what are the chances of that happening again? But we only conceded 2 goals with the formation. Defensively, this is beast. So I think what I say, this formation is FUTCHAMPS worthy. I think going forward it would not. Like I think like if you barely get into a game or you're losing, for sure do not use this formation. But I think if you're winning already, like you just want to secure the win, I think this formation is the one to go for, because it's just so solid in the back. And obviously you have your left mids and right mids to like just run wide and just like waste time like that, I think. And then your striker and cam, even I have it in balance, bro, and I think there were just 2 up there that was just way too dry, bro. It was literally just my cam and my striker getting in the goals, bro. You don't see Ryan Giggs scoring, you don't see Kalu scoring. And then because we had to play 4 games, 3 of them or all of them were rage quit, so Ryan Giggs ended his loan. We put in Leroy Sané, and Leroy Sané didn't score neither. None of my wingers scored, only my cams and my striker did score. And one thing a little bit to the side, bro, this Cordoba guy is actually overpowered, bro. If you guys didn't complete him, bro, it sucks, bro, because this guy is actually pretty overpowered, bro. I enjoyed him a lot. And Ryan Giggs as well, he was alone. He was pretty decent. Obviously he is pretty trash with the 2-star. It's not the best, but he's actually pretty good in terms of shooting. And this Richard Stoshkov as well. I'm not too sure how much he is in terms of price, bro, but if I actually do have enough, bro, or if all of you guys or if some of you guys have enough for this card, bro, I think you guys should go for him, bro, because he's also a beast too, bro. He was just rocking the midfield and forward. But yeah, this formation, what I say, this FUTCHAMPS worthy, as I said, in terms of a like all-round formation, bro, out of 10, I'll probably give it like a 8.5. I'll probably give it like a 8.5, and the only reason why I'm giving it an 8.5 is because defensively it's beast. Possession, like me, I'm not gonna be talking about like how I play, I'm talking about like all around possession. So I'll just do it like in terms of just like regular stuff. So possession, I'll give it a 10 out of 10 because, you know, it spreads out the whole field. You have you have your 2 CDMs, your players out wide, your cam, your striker. So in terms of possession, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. In terms of counter attack, I'll probably give it like a 7 out of 10, because I think your left mids and right mids are just way too wide. That's almost pretty impossible for you to like interact with your left mids and right mids in terms of your strikers and cams, because the only way you could do it with them is probably like crosses. But as I said, heading right now is just dead, so it's almost pretty much impossible to score a header on that. Attacking though, just like possession attacking, I'll probably say it's pretty decent. I'll probably give it like a 8 out of 10 in terms of like attacking possession. So like in the last third of the field, I think it is also good possession. But yeah, I think this formation, like all around now, out of 10, I'll probably give it like a 7.5, because defensively it's a beast. I think if you're winning a game, as I said, in FUT Champions, I'll definitely use that as a formation to like just waste time, hold possession. I'll do that. But I think if you're losing, nope. If it's tight and it's a tight game, I wouldn't use it as well. I'll use other formations. I think this formation is just too it's too readable. I think it is, because your left mids and right mids are way too wide, so your opponents are gonna be like, bro, these guys are way too wide. All your opponent have to do with their left backs and right backs is just keep cutting inside a little bit, and your left mids and right mids are done. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna cross it. It's almost impossible to score a header, so you can't do nothing with that. Your striker and cams are the only 1-2 passes that you could do, and also that could be readable as well. Since it's only 2 players, it's almost pretty readable to do or to defend against. So I think in terms of attacking, it's not the best. FUTCHAMPS worthy, as I said, only defensively. Offensively, it's not. What I say, you should use it. I mean, I think if you guys have or like know some kind of meta tactic to like score headers or just possession, I think you guys could do this formation. I think you guys all should try out this formation in Division Rivals, because it is a kind of a weird formation, obviously or honestly, because defensively is good and you could learn new tactics, bro. I think this formation could be annoying as well, bro. Like 0-0, use your left mids and right mids, like use all the width you could and use more possession, because I think this formation is more about possession, not about counter-attacking. I think if you enjoy possession, this probably could be your formation. But I think if you enjoy like quick play, if you like counterattacks, it's probably not. And more, bro, if you have like short players, which is the meta this year, like a Messi, a Maradona, Eusebio, Cruyff, like those short players are just not good at headers. I think this formation is probably not the best for you neither. So out of 10, I'll probably give this formation, in terms of like overpowerness or in terms of a FUT Champions rating, I'll probably give it like a 7.5. It's not the best formation, obviously, bro. I don't think it's the best formation. I think the 4-1-2-2 is still over it. The 4-2-3-1 regular is still over it. I think the 4-3-3 attacking is still over it. But this was the last game, bro. As I said, we ended up getting a rage quit right here. This was the last goal, and he ended up rage quitting with this last goal. I don't know how we got rage quits, bro. I didn't really seem to like this formation at all, but we got 4 rage quits. I think this formation is annoying. As I said, it's super solid in the back and it's pretty good at attacking. So if you have good attackers, and you're good at scoring goals and creating chances, I think this formation could be good, because it is going to be really, really annoying for your opponents to score a goal. 'Cause as I said, it's really, really solid. But this was the last game, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the menus and talk to you guys a little bit more on and off this video. So I'll be right back with the live commentary. Alright guys, I'm back. So this was the squad we were using at the end for our last game. Pretty solid. I'll say Ryan Giggs, pretty good, but obviously he's not meta. I'm not Cordoba guy, beast. This guy, bro. This guy's a beast, bro. I'm not even sure how much he is. I'm gonna just check it real quick and I'll talk about this formation. But this formation is a 4-2-3-1. Yep, he's gonna be over 1 million. But yeah, this formation, obviously you have a really good squad, and I think that's what I'm saying, a 7.5, because this is really good players. But I think if you have like a pretty decent side, maybe you just want to challenge yourself, I don't know, got the game Christmas, or you don't have a good team, I think this is gonna really, really affect you, because obviously we have good attackers, so obviously we're going to be able to score goals, we're going to be able to create chances. And I think if you don't have the best attackers, this is going to be even a worse formation, because defensively, bro, I don't even think you need that much in terms of like good defenders, because you got your 2 CDMs, you got the whole defense, you have the left mid and right mid who are always in front of your left backs, and like in between your left backs and CDMs. So that's what makes it really, really overpowered defensively. But offensively, bro, I think the only offensive threat that you have is your cam and your striker. Your left mids and right mids, I think, are way too wide, and I think the only way they could they could interact with the attack is either you press L1X or L1X and they just make the run. But I think they make the run too wide as well, or you personally need to do skills and like go in and then try to do that. Go in, press L1X to make them run again. But I think the left mids and right mids are too dry in terms of going forward, and also they clash with your left backs and right backs in terms of going up. And me personally, I like my left backs and right backs going up, but they just crash too much that your left backs and right backs don't really go up, because your left mids and right mids are literally right in front of them, so it's kind of hard for them to go up. And yeah, I think your strikers and cams are the only 2 players that could do damage to your opponent centrally, which obviously is the overpowered meta right now. And yeah, I think they're just way too readable. With only 2 players that could do a threat to your opponent, it's too readable. You're gonna do a 1-2, so it's just way too readable. I think this formation is beast in terms of defending, so I think if you are winning in the FUTCHAMPS game or division rivals game, you should definitely try this formation out, because I think it's really good having possession and defensively as well. But you know, if you like counterattacking or fast football, definitely not your formation. That's how I like it. So I didn't really enjoy this formation at all, bro. But as I said, we got 4 rage quits for a reason. We got 4 rage quits because I said it's really good defensively. So if you get 1 goal, bro, you're set, bro. It's gonna almost be impossible for your defenders or for your opponents to score. And that's why we got so many rage quits, I think. But yeah, guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, and if this did help you guys out whether to use this formation or not, as I said, this formation is good defensively but not offensively. I'll give it a 7.5. I still have a lot of formations over this formation in terms of using. But yeah, guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys could help me out grow my channel, click that subscribe button. I like the video, but for you guys won't miss out on any other content, and for you guys to be the first one to watch my videos, click that notification bell. I could help you out on that. But it's been your boy Grtuip. I'll be back with another video, guys. Peace.